I have got a brand new sponsor, and to celebrate this, I'm going to give you all the chance to win a £450 helmet for free at the end of this video, so stay tuned. But before we get to that, I was lucky enough to head down to Rock Helmets to go through the full journey of a helmet from when it's first conceived on a piece of paper, all the way through the design process, to modelling it up, to testing the helmet, to shipping it out to your front door, and everything that comes in between, which I found really interesting. I hope you do too. If you enjoy this video, make sure you subscribe, and as I said, stay tuned to the end. It's £450 for free, could be yours. So the guys I'm introducing today are the guys from Rock Helmets and Engine Hawk, and I haven't swapped helmets for the last 3 years, and it's not a decision I take lightly, and a helmet is a very important part of motorbike riding. And now I'm going to awkwardly turn this around and pretend that Archie wasn't already stood here waiting for me to introduce him. So here is the main man himself.
I wouldn't say main man. It's a glowing introduction. Welcome to Rock, mate. How's it going?
Hang on, that was Kyle. All out of focus. We've got to go again. Go again.
What with the fist bump?
I'm leaving all this in.
Low level production, high level entertainment. That's all that matters.
Correct.
Welcome to Rock. This is Kyle.
Kyle,
nice to meet you, man.
So yeah, as I'm sure you've explained in your intro, we're gonna have a little walk and tour around the office. Yeah, show you, meet all the people that you've met before, but we want to show the audience and sort of show your followers. Are you saying that? Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah. That, you know, just sort of the personalities here, what they do, how they do it, everything that we do here in the UK from Gloucester. So let's just get into it, shall we? Stop talking.
Yeah, cool.
All right, nice.
Morning, how are we?
What's going on?
Cool.
How's it going?
In your office.
Yeah, just in the zone. Yeah, so apart from training like athletes like Archie and, you know, just making him as wham as possible, we basically offer each individual member of staff complimentary personal training and complimentary life coaching. Here we think it's like essential that like our employees are keeping fit and healthy in the day, and also having that escape to come away from the office and the desk for 30 minutes a day to have personal training sessions and just like get in here, and that's why it looks the way it does. You want to walk in here and feel like it's a totally different environment to the rest of the building, and that's why it's here. That's what we created, and yeah, it's great. The guys love it. Like, we do classes as well, which is super popular. Like, we've got a box fit class, we've got circuit classes, running club. So just anything that we can do to get our employees like that little bit more active and that little bit like moving,
yeah,
is exactly what our goal is, because it's so important to not only physical health but mental health. Like, just getting people off the like off the computer for half an hour a day,
yeah,
and like also it you know, scientifically improves productivity and things like that, so that's great for the business. But yeah, it's just to promote a healthy lifestyle and make work a lifestyle rather than just work. So yeah, that's essentially what I'm here for, what I do, and it's been great. The guys love it, and yeah, I love it.
Wicked, cool, thank you.
Show me your six pack. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
My holiday damaged that.
So yeah, we get into the designers then. They'll probably be ready now.
Yeah, sweet, let's go.
No problem.
Go speak to the designers. They can talk the back legs off of us about designing and engineering and their processes, because it's all very clever.
Who's up first?
So we have Jesse and Jace. Obviously you've
Jesse.
dealt with these guys.
man.
Let's see you.
Nice to see you.
Plenty of times.
Hello.
How are we?
So I'm head of industrial design technically, and I've been here for just under a year. So I joined right when we started the Atlas 4 development work, and yeah, it's been a bit of a whirlwind since then. As head of industrial design, I basically lead the team of designers, and I set the sort of direction and the quality and the vision that we want, and they obviously feed into that, and we all come to that conclusion as a team. So I can talk you through a bit of how we approached Atlas 4, if that's useful.
Yeah.
So really, the product was kind of born out of us wanting to take a lot of the learnings that we had from Atlas 3. We knew that 2206 was coming up, and we wanted to improve the quality of the product and meet that standard. So that was really it from the very beginning. Most of that was done through the liner. Obviously, we had to make amendments to the shell and EPS, but particularly there was a new part of the standard which was around roll-off or reverse roll-off, and actually the liner does a lot of that work, which is why the liner is the most significant update in that product visually. Like every project, it starts with like crazy ideas and lots of like paper prototyping, because we were doing it through pandemic. A lot of it's online, so unfortunately you can't see a lot of the samples, but you can see some of the ideas here. We were looking predominantly at original Atlas 3s, looking at pain points, looking at areas, looking at competitors, and this is kind of what these sorts of sessions look like. You know, we look at what exists already. Maybe there's ways we can improve that. We can use Photoshop to make it look real. We knew we needed to improve our foam and the way that was contoured, and that started very, very early on. So you can see here about using all different densities, which we did actually end up using in the real product. Is there something that we can do to make it even better performing from an acoustic point of view? And that's where the ear pod came from that you see in Atlas 4s. This is how it started.
Wicked.
All right.
Thank you very much.
No worries.
Gloucester Grill ambassador.
Yes. Are we doing Gloucester Grill?
Yeah, we're doing Gloucester Grill today. See, look, man from halfway across the world, he's getting excited about Gloucester Grill. Right, so next up we have Jason Essen, also a man from halfway across the world that we brought in for his talents and his amazing ability to do what he does. So why don't you tell us
Making me blush.
what you do?
So my name's Jason. I come all the way from South Africa. I've been with Rock for about 2 years now. I do a lot of different things depending on where we are in the product development process. So sometimes I can spend weeks on end doing sort of competitor research, which is just reading a lot and looking at what is out there. I can spend a lot of time sketching, drawing, spend a lot of time in this guy, which is a tool that we've kind of just introduced where we actually model in VR, and then we use that 3D data. It's also really helpful before we go to using that data as reference. We can have like brainstorming sessions, so all of us from the teams kind of like sit around and we can put the headset on, cast it onto the screen, and live sort of update and change and sort of experiment with in a 3D space. So I'll put this guy on, I'll throw onto the screen what some of the stuff I've been working on, and then we can take it from there.
Wicked.
It's really cool.
I'm excited. I didn't realise you did this.
Yeah. This is how, since I joined, this is how the guys have been working, and it works so well.
So I might just need to reposition myself.
Like
Slam into
traditionally, you'd like use foam. You don't need to use foam anymore.
Cool, can you see?
Yeah.
Okay, so some context behind this model. We wanted to take Atlas 4 into the CFD space, and to do that, a quick way to sort of mash everything together was to remodel it in VR. So like this is separate. This is just like your bus, I guess.
Yeah.
Then this was modeled in this environment. So if I go into like edit mode, basically it's created like, if I take a couple of these faces and delete them, it's like,
No way.
we kind of go in, sorry, I'll just sort of come in, go in, like this is just one of the methods that we can sort of do to create these models. So whatever it is and whatever we want to achieve, I guess will dictate the process that we use. But then we just come in. So for this particular model, we needed, like I said, a mashed up Atlas 4 that we could run into CFD and get some analysis on how the helmet actually performs in like a controlled wind tunnel kind of thing. Delete this guy. I can sketch. So I can say, okay, well let's make some stuff and like let's experiment with how things could look in this sort of like VR space. Have a look at it from different angles. yeah, so it's really useful.
That's crazy. I want a unicorn spike on the top.
A unicorn spike.
Aerodynamics.
An aerodynamic unicorn spike. Okay, that'll be easy to do. So I'll just come in here.
I don't know why that came straight to my head. Beautiful. Exactly what.
You can go like into some, I don't know, some race fin.
Yeah.
If you wanted to.
Yeah, that's more what I meant.
Okay. Yeah, so we can do something sort of like that. And we'll look at what that would look like from different views and be like, that's interesting.
Cool.
So we can take the data from a program like that, so from VR, and drop it into a slicer, which is what we call it, where basically it breaks up the part and sets it up for this guy.
Okay.
Which basically prints out that part, and then we have a live 3D product or a prototype that we can then put on the helmet and see, like, yeah, if it's working, if it's not, what it's doing, how is it. Sometimes we actually, we test the parts. So we'll take the printed parts, stick them onto the helmet, and then give it a test.
Firstly, what are your thoughts on Gloucester Grill?
Gloucester Grill, oh, absolutely banging.
It's going to be the new Binley Mega Chippy. Main man.
After the camera. It's very camera shy. This is Tom, who is our head of engineering. Do you want to talk a little bit about the shells and what Dr. Ali was working on with different sort of carbon layups and sort of the testing and stuff that went behind that?
Yeah, so what we do is we look at different materials, so different types of composite, look at the layups, how they perform. So we try different compositions. We look at initially testing like small sample batches of carbon samples. So we'll produce a ply book with different composite layups in there, and then analyse how they perform. So we use a drop test rig, which we'll show you guys later. And then we test those out, see how they perform. The better performing products, then we develop into shells, and then test the characteristics then of the shells. So we're looking at impact speeds, penetration, as well as like looking at other like design features, like how they would go for manufacturability of the parts. So some parts obviously are easier to manufacture, so we look at like different like wall thicknesses of the material, and then also on these points here, which is already made out. So we've got different impact points set up around the helmet. So these are set by government bodies like regulations, so ECE, DOT. So these are all the impact points. So we analyse each impact point and look at the forces there. So on impact, how the energy goes through the shell and then dissipates through the EPS, and just how we disperse that energy and how we can improve on that.
This thing behind me here is actually one of the things that sold me on Ruroc helmets. This is what they call a drop test rig, and I'm going to do another video later on after this one where I show you exactly what a Ruroc helmet is like when it gets tested. But having seen this up close, I was so impressed with the testing and the rigorous standards that these helmets go through to make sure that they're safe enough for everyone to use, that, yeah, it blew me away. So stay tuned for the what's inside a motorcycle helmet video, which will be coming to you soon.
The sort of final piece in the puzzle is getting it to the customers. So obviously we're an e-com brand, so we're direct to consumer, so we don't have any physical retail space. Everything that we sell is through our website, online, and then it all comes out from here in the HQ in Gloucester and gets shipped worldwide, literally from here. How many average is it a day? How much are going out here roughly? Like
Roughly average 400 to 500.
400 to 500 like helmets shipped a day. So, but that's like everywhere, all over the world. So yeah.
It's all we talked about the whole video. I've got to get some B-roll of it.
B-roll of the GGs.
So we've finished the main event, which was the Gloucester Grill, and then the second main event is finally seeing a Ruroc helmet, and more excitingly than that, this is the giveaway section of the video. So I'm going to unbox the helmet now so you can get a look at a Ruroc and find out exactly how you can win one. So I'm going to pass the camera to the new cameraman, Archie.
Let's go.
I've never done an unboxing video on this channel before.
Have you not?
No. could be an unboxing review. Posh box. Oh, what's this for?
That's where the shockwave goes. So if you get a shockwave, that sort of comes out and then the box fits into that, so it's all part of the nice...
And what is a shockwave?
The shockwave is the Bluetooth unit that goes into the back of the helmet, so listening to music, taking and receiving phone calls and stuff for when you're riding, so...
Transition. There it's at. That was easy, wasn't it? What fancy box.
We need to come from this side and see.
So this is the Atlas 4.0, which is Rurock's latest helmet. Is this a spare visor or is this...
No, yeah, you get a clear and a tinted
No way.
visor.
Tinted visor as standard?
Yeah.
In every box. So, I may as well talk about the giveaway. So to enter the giveaway to win, what did we decide? An Atlas
4.0, yeah.
Of
their choice.
Of your choice. And there's a lot of cool designs. If you head to the website you can see. So to do that, to be in with a chance of winning, you need to go to my Instagram page, which is on screen now, TaylorMax77. Look at the latest post where we'll be talking about the giveaway. Make sure you follow Rurock, tag a friend in the post, and you can win a helmet for free. And this is the finished product. So after you've seen from the initial first designs that we saw here, all the way through, works its way through this cool building to the final piece, which is the Atlas 4.0. And this is why I'm so proud to be working with Rurock now, and we've got so much exciting stuff coming up that this is just the beginning of it. But yeah, it's all very top secret.
Can't say
it's
too
top
much.
secret.
It is top secret,
It is
yeah.
top secret.
To be revealed soon enough.
Yeah, so keep your eyes peeled. I've got lots more stuff we're going to be doing with Rurock. It really fits with everything that I do, and showing you guys behind the scenes of the world of motorbike racing. You can now see behind the scenes of a helmet brand as well, which is not something I could do with any other helmet brand in the world. So it's exciting for me to take you guys on this journey with me, with Rurock as well, and all the exciting things we've got coming up. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one.
So these are like little meeting booths that we have. So when you've got like a Zoom call or something that everyone does nowadays, you just get inside here, and then once you're in, you can just basically not hear anything.
I think that's quite good actually, Archie. You stay there. Cheers, bye.